and welcome to episode 2 of the Good Omens News podcast. In this week's episode, we will be discussing the actors and actresses of Good Omens heading to Edinburgh suspiciously close together, David Tennant and Michael Sheen being spotted at an airport by someone's aunt, the incredibly unsubtle hair-hiding Instagram statuses, and the pictures of sets that have been checked out by a Good Omens fan in Scotland. The first thing I'm going to discuss are the posts from various actors and actresses who have been heading to Edinburgh within the same time frame or mentioning their upcoming trip there. I'm really sorry if I miss anything out because I downloaded Instagram to find this, but I couldn't find some stuff. So anyway, among them are the actress of Muriel, who posted around December that she was in Edinburgh. I can't find the post even after I downloaded Instagram. Andrew O'Neill, who played the spouse of the guy who runs the magic shop, who posted a picture of himself on a bus to Edinburgh, and Angel Michael's actress, Dune McKinnon, I don't know if I pronounced that right, who stated that she was excited to go back to Edinburgh. As of now, we finally have confirmed that Michael Sheen and David Tennant have dyed their hair to Aziraphale and Crowley blonde and red, but for weeks the Instagram statuses of Georgia Tennant and Anna Lundberg have been taunting us. Both pages, especially Georgia's, have been posting black and white filtered photos of David and Michael respectively. If there was any doubt that this was not a very extremely unsubtle attempt to hide their hair, the final straw came when Georgia posted a coloured photo, but David's hair was completely obscured by a microphone. As multiple Twitter users have said in full caps lock, they know what they are doing. However, all is not lost, and the fandom's saviour was Twitter user owner's aunt, who on a flight from Edinburgh to London over the weekend, the post was made on the 23rd of January, spotted David Tennant and Michael Sheen, presumably flying home after a week of filming. Instantly, the fandom caught on to the first concrete evidence for weeks, and owner's aunt was bombarded with forwarded questions from borderline rabid Twitter users. Through these, we found out a number of things. 1. Michael Sheen does not have a beard. 2. Michael Sheen is confirmed blonde. 3. David Tennant was wearing a cap the whole flight, but he had short hair. And 4. David Tennant had a Good Omens backpack on. The hair thing instantly led to people believing that Crowley's hair might be a plot point, and I found some extremely disturbing pictures of Crowley with a lot of different hair colours. Just quickly, if you haven't seen the special short that was meant to be a video I posted on Saturday, David Tennant is confirmed to have red hair, as seen in a photo from a fan who met him. The post was made on the 9th of February. And I was going to make a point that it could be a fake to trick us, since production teams have been known to mess with fans of shows, and until the 90-minute finale comes out, we don't know anything for sure. But we saw behind-the-scenes photos, and his hair is admittedly a different shade from the photo, but still ginger. So my script doesn't work anymore. The final thing I'm going to talk about today is a detective work of Tumblr user Your Yuri Goddess, who managed to get some pictures of some of the film locations that are going to be used in the finale. The first post was on the 3rd of February, and had notes about 2 of the marked filming locations. The first was the bookshop that we saw again in the more recent behind-the-scenes filming photos, and the second was a section of a street. In the second post they made the next day, the owner of this bookshop confirmed the filming there, but of course we already know that now. The second location was described as a skewed triangle consisting of one longer street and a short side street diverging from it. And it was also mentioned that the architecture here is uncharacteristic enough that it could easily be presented as British, Scottish, or even American. And some of the buildings along the cobbled road have the right look and feel for historical flashbacks, although a considerable part of the buildings in the area, however, belongs to a more modern complex. I will link the full post in the description and everything else from the episode as well. So, that's the end of today's episode. Thank you for listening. Email me at goodomensnewspod@gmail.com, and the next episode will be out tomorrow with information about interviews, open-ended answers, and a more in-depth look at the behind-the-scenes photos. That will be the last of the recap episodes, and from then on I'll be doing short episodes whenever something new happens, and longer recap episodes at the end of the week. Thank you to Lily, Bo and Elise, who are actually still on the document as I'm recording this, for moral support and help. See you next week!